Good day everyone, I'm Margie Mercolio. This is our report. Lesson 3, Writing a Field Report in Laboratory Scientific Technical Report. Objective. Differentiate between a field report and laboratory scientific technical report. Written an effective field report or laboratory scientific technical report. What is field report? The field report aims to describe the observation of people, place, or event. It also aims to analyze the observation of data and categorize them into themes concerning the research study. Field reports are written to improve the researcher's understanding of key theoretical concept by applying practical methods of carefully and structured observation of people, place, or phenomena existing in their natural environment. Most field reports include the following: 1. Introduction. 2. Description of activities. 3. Interpretation and analysis. 4. Conclusion and recommendation. 5. Appendix. 6. References. This is a introduction should have the following: a discussion of your research problem, the objective of your research, the important theories or concept that you will use for your field report, at least the reason why you choose the observation site in the people or events within it. The narrative of your introduction should be descriptive. It should include a review to literature to the research problem, especially if similar methods were used for your studies. Conclude this section with a short discussion on how the rest of the paper is organized. So these are the example. The introduction of the field report provided the context of the study and introduct the background of the study. In the case, the context of the study is for the team of talk to Gene and understanding of their app's relevance and sustainability to its target evidence. The introduction also presented the framework that will be used in the study, as well as the goals and objectives of the midway usability testing. The description of activities should have us sufficient details about your observation, as the readers are not witnesses to the situation, people, or events that you are writing about. Providing adequate context and description of your activities can fill in the gap. The example of description of activities. Explanation. The description of the activities provided a description of the conduction of the midway as usability testing. The activity, which was to set a focus group discussion sit in different schools, serve as a foundation for the next section. Remember, the interpretation and analysis section should have the short discussion on the research theoretical framework. The analysis and interpretation of your observation must be within the broader context of the theoretical assumptions and issues presented the introduction. These are the example of interpretation of analysis. The explanation. The sample section discuss the research theoretical framework concisely and proceed to examine its elements using the study data as evidence. This presentation helps the reader understand both the application of the concept to study and analysis of the said data. As the data collected are mostly qualitative, relevant snippets of the transmitted to discussion are used to back up the interpretation of the theory. The conclusion and recommendation section should briefly recap the study and reiterate the significance of your findings. You should also state any recommendation you may have based on the results of your study. Note any unidentified problems you encounter, the limitation of your study, if any. This is an example of conclusion and recommendation. Explanation. Recommendation to improve the application are less using the participant comments. The conclusion was short and concise and answered the main goal of the study that was presented in the introduction. Appendix. The appendix is the section where you would place information that is non-essential in explaining your findings yet support your overall analysis. Examples of information included in the appendix are complete interview transcripts, figure or tables of results, as well as statistics relevant of the study, picture, maps, or drawings. References. It is important to double check your references and make sure that all the sources that you have cited or less correctly. The format that you will use for section is depend on your course guidelines.